Now, the police believe they have all of the evidence they need to lock YNW Melly up for life. Make sure you guys watch this video all the way until the end, because we will be showing you all the proof that the police have on YNW Melly right now. If you guys are a fan of Melly, be sure to leave a like on this video right now, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you would like to join our iPhone X giveaway, and then just comment down below whatever the message at the top of the screen says to do. Now, Melly has turned himself into the police after the police have accused him of taking out two of his best friends who were also rising rap stars, and they were trying to make it apparently appear as if they died in a drive-by, according to the police. Now, on October 26th, Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas passed away from what Melly said was a drive-by, but apparently it was actually an inside job by Melly and one of his best friends named Cortland Henry, and after they committed the crime, they made it look like it was a drive-by so then they wouldn't be accused of doing it and facing life locked up. So it turns out after the police did their investigation, it turns out that there was never a car that came by and did the crime, but actually it was Melly and his friend who committed the crime from inside of the car. Now, currently all the specifics of it are unclear and everything, but the police are saying that there's no way that the bullet holes on the door of the car was, anywhere able to hit them where their body was hit by the bullets. I know it kind of sounds a little bit, confusing, but apparently there's just no possible way it could have happened. Now, this is where Melly and Cortland, this is where it's starting to get a little bit scary for them, because if they, the police do their investigation and they find, a bullet casing inside the car, which they did, and apparently the holes on the car doors aren't matching up from where they got hit by the bullets, this is not going to look good at all for, Melly and Cortland, because they're most likely going to be getting locked up for a very long time. Now, everything is still unclear at this point, but Melly did write to Instagram this with this caption and this photo attached, and he said the words, and I quote, "To all my fans and supporters, no, I did not get locked up in Washington, but I am turning myself in today, and I want you guys to know that I love you and appreciate every single one of y'all. A couple months ago, I lost my two brothers by violence, and now the system wants to find justice. Now, unfortunately, there is a lot of rumors and lies that are being said, but no worries, God is with me and my brother, and we want y'all to remember, it's YNW family, I love you, #FreeUs. Now, I showed you the photo in the caption of what Melly posted, but let's talk about it a little bit. So Melly released a documentary about over a year ago now, talking about his life growing up and how close he was with his brothers and whatnot. And in the documentary, these guys that passed away were talked about a lot, and they actually seemed very close with Melly and Cortland as well. And all four of them, had really positive and good things to say about one another. So Melly could honestly be telling the truth here in this situation, with him saying he didn't do it. It actually was a drive-by and everything like that. But one thing that I don't understand is that I think to take out two people, there needs to be a motive for it to happen. Not everybody just wakes up one day and just decides to take out two people, especially people that, were basically your brothers. They grew up with you from, being from a bad area and everything like that, and then coming up and being rich. I mean, there has to be a motive to take someone out like that. I would assume that the police have searched through everybody's phones that are involved with what happened and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure they even found some, text messages between Melly and his girlfriend at the time, and Melly saying, how Cortland was a dude who was always loyal to him, but these other two guys weren't. It was literally just some random conversation talk, it was small talk between Melly and his girl, and now the police are actually using that as evidence towards the case of saying Melly did it, believe it or not, with just literally the only thing that was said in the text messages was that Melly thought that Sack Chaser and Juvie, the two people that passed away, weren't loyal and stuff like that. They're literally using that in court for Melly's case, which is actually pretty ridiculous in my opinion. Not only that with the cell phones, but they most likely did look through bank accounts and bank statements and things like that to see if there was any, huge cash withdrawal that was taken out of Melly's bank account. Because believe it or not, a lot of crimes are actually solved through going through bank statements. of people that was involved. You know, the police are gonna be looking for like a huge cash withdrawal, because people usually do things for cash. So it makes it pretty obvious when they see, you know, a huge $50,000 withdrawal come out of a bank account. That was actually one of the ways that they caught on Tekashi 6ix9ine, was with a cash withdrawal, because he was offering Kuda B $20,000 to take shots at Chief Keef's crew. So it's actually a very good method to use in a situation like this. But currently at this time, the police's only, you know, proof that they actually have of Melly doing this crime is the fact that he was there with them at the time it happened, and that they don't see how a car would have been able to do a drive-by and even be able to hit them in the spots that they were hit. And even the rest of the proof that they have of the bullet casing being inside of the car where Melly was sitting, that's pretty much all of the evidence that they have right now currently. I honestly think Melly is non-guilty of doing this. I mean, I watched the documentary, I saw how close they were, but Melly also does have different sides to him. He actually does have mixed personalities, as his song says. You know, he's even admitted it in interviews, saying how he has like 8 different personalities to him. You know, he has one dark side where if you mess with Melly, then the dark side comes out and you're not gonna like it. So, you know, nobody really knows exactly yet, but it's going to be interesting to find out. Anyways guys, it has been District Trending. I am ending the video here. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.